Dan Illman, Mike Beer in the paddock at beautiful Belmont Park, getting ready for race number 7, the kickoff leg of the mandatory payout in the pick 5, 50-cent minimum wager. It's the Grade 1 Ogden Phipps. Fillies and mares going a mile and a 16th. Let's take a look at this field. Now, if you like big fields, you don't like the Ogden Phipps. But if you like quality horses, you like the Ogden Phipps because you've got several true Grade 1 types in here.
It's a really good field of horses. It's unfortunate that they couldn't get more to fill this thing out, but I think you got the right ones, if nothing else, Dan. And it all starts off with the horse down on the rail, Latruska, super good. Just about every time they send her out there, and she's the speed.
What a remarkable mare, 19 of 25 wins. She is the controlling speed in this race. She won this race last year in gate-to-wire fashion on the lead. And as we take a look at the Timeform US pace projector, they're saying nothing's hindering her from making the lead again, barring a bad break.
Yeah, I mean, she's just the fastest horse early in this field. The good news for Latruska is, you know that she's going to go to the front. And in her case, more often than not, it doesn't matter if she has to go fast or if they just let her walk up there. She runs a big race just about every time.
Let's watch her most recent performance and the Apple Blossom, going a 2-turn mile and a 16th. And in this race, she was able to make the lead pretty easily on the backstretch, was able to relax, but she fended off CC, who's pretty good, and she fended off the late running Clairiere, who's going to take another shot at her.
Yeah, that's what I liked about her Apple Blossom. I mean, the pace, you wouldn't look at that race and say that it was supersonic, but she was on the lead in there. She did have a long shot, sort of forcing her up the backstretch a little bit. She wasn't worried about that horse. Once she put her away, as you mentioned, CC came after her, did not let CC get into the race. And once she put CC away, here comes Clairiere. Did not let Clairiere get into the race. Another top performance from this horse. She's going to take a ton of beating in here.
How deep is this year's Ogden Phipps? The number 2 Bonnie South's going to be one of the bigger prices in the race. She's banked over $1 million in her career, and she just ran a good second in the Double Dog Dare, her first start off the layoff. She has run a triple-digit Pyre in the past, but she was beaten by Latruska that day in the personal ensign, and Latruska ran way better considering the pace scenario, I thought.
Yeah, that's very true. Latruska ran a huge race that day, but Bonnie South also ran well in her own right and just got beat there, and it came back a pretty fast race. This is a tough race for Bonnie South. We'll see if it sets up the right way for her, and then we'll see if she's the best closer, which she may not be. Here's what I like about her, Dan. First of all, she's going to be a price in this race once again because it feels like she just has to go overlooked in here. They've run this mare now once in a one-turn route race in her career. That was in this race last year. I realized that she didn't really make a race of it with Latruska. I thought she ran sneaky good in there. Latruska was just crawling on the softest of paces in there. This horse actually ran really well to be second that day.
She shows up occasionally, and she usually does so at a price. She might be able to spice up your exotics, if not make for a big win price. Malathot, ever since she emerged last year as one of the leading 3-year-old fillies in the country, people have been waiting for this matchup. Malathot against Latruska, and Latruska, who ran a good third in the Breeders' Cup Distaff, although she got the right pace set up that day. She maybe moved a little bit early and made the first run into that fast pace before running a good third. She made her seasonal reappearance in this race, the Double Dog Dare. She was better than Bonnie South. The buyer came back slow. I'm not worried about it.
Yeah, I'm not worried about the low buyer speed figure either. I thought all in all, this is probably just what they wanted with Malathot for a 4-year-old debut. The pace was fast. She sat off of it. She came to the outside and took this race over from the stretch. All in all, Dan, I know it only got an 88. I thought it was solid stuff, and I think they were just tightening the screws there because they knew they were coming here, and I think she's going to show up with a big race.
Do you think Malathot's more effective, perhaps at slightly longer distances than the mile and a 16th?
I mean, I considered it. It's not something that I think you could really worry about. I just think she's a really classy and good racehorse.
Clairiere chased Malathot in vain in several races last year. She finally got the Grade 1 when avoiding her in the Cotillion at Parks, going a mile and a 16th, which I think is a good distance for her. She got the right setup in the Breeders' Cup Distaff to run fourth. She's run 2 good races this year. We saw her run second in the Apple Blossom. The concern is not quality. It's race shape. She doesn't have a lot of speed.
Yeah, well, I feel like she could be more forward if they want her to be. It just feels like that's not the way they ride this horse. They're content to just take her back and make one run. In that Apple Blossom last time, she didn't get out of the gate that well. I think that more than anything else was why she was so far off of it. I still thought she ran okay in that race. She was a good 3-year-old. You already mentioned that sort of Malathot maybe had her number a little bit last summer, but man, it's not that hard to make excuses for Clairiere in some of those races.
2 triple-digit buyer speed figures in the last 3 starts. She's run well at Belmont in the past with trouble. It's all about pace, I believe, for her. Does search results try to put the heat on Latruska early? Is she fast enough to do so? She was really good last year going a 1-turn mile. She won the Acorn after a solid second in the Kentucky Oaks at a distance arguably a bit too long. She didn't fire in her first start off the layoff. She did in this race. The rough went over muddy going last time out, and she got close to the pace in there.
Yeah, I mean, if nothing else, it was a nice rebound performance from her because she was bad off the layup. It was nice to see her sort of round back into form last time. She's still in a position now, Dan, where she has to take another step forward here. I wonder if she can do it. Her Kentucky Oaks was good. She was only second best that day, but she did run well in there. I get that she won the Acorn over this course around the one turn. I wasn't taken with that performance.
I'm just not sure chasing Latruska early and on a hard chase around the turn is good for anyone. Search results is good. We'll see how good because she's going to have to earn it in here. Before we get to our top selections, please subscribe to the Daily Racing Form YouTube channel. Lots of Belmont Stakes related material on DRFTV. Something tells me you're going with the champ Latruska.
Yeah, I am going to take her in this race, and I think they're going to put her right on the front. To me, she's just so good. I'm not going to be surprised when one of these other fillies takes a real shot at her and is able to run her down. But I tell you what, they better have them nailed on tight if they're going to catch her.
I'm just a big fan of Clarier, and I'm waiting for that breakout performance. I'm hoping it wasn't the Cotillion because she's going to have to obviously do a little bit better against these tougher horses. But I like the way she fired in the Apple Blossom. I just wish she had a little bit more tactical speed. Maybe we'll get the right price in here on Clarier. But Latruska, certainly the horse to beat in the Ogden Phipps. Hi everybody, Dan Illman asking you to give DRF.com a try on Belmont Stakes Week. Put yourself in position to win big on Belmont Stakes Saturday with the power of daily racing form. Visit shop.drf.com now and get everything you need for the Belmont Stakes, including past performances with exclusive buyer speed figures, expert picks, betting strategies, clocker reports, and lots more. It's all at shop.drf.com. That's shop.drf.com.